What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Cheap Sense here. And I know a lot of y'all have probably been wondering why I haven't been putting out a lot of content lately. It's just because of my day job. Not at the hospital anymore. I switched over and I'm doing something else now. And instead of getting off at 2:30, now I get off at like 4 or 4:30, depending on if I have to stay over and help, customers or whatever. But for the most part, everything is good. Before I go any further though, if you're not a subscriber to this channel, after this video, make sure you subscribe, or you can do it during the video. It's your choice. Make sure you ring the bell for notifications. Icon will open up above the bell. Hit all so you get all content uploaded through this channel by me. Like the video, thumbs up, share the video, and be active in the comment section. Now, the fragrance house that I'm about to talk about is one I'm familiar with, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you all are familiar with also. This particular fragrance actually came from a subscriber, and I had one of the flankers to this, which is actually my favorite from this line and house. This one is cool. I'm not really too fond of it. The flanker to it is much better. And I think there's another flanker after this one that somebody sent me a sample of to smell, and I actually like that one also. But the fragrance I wore today is Halloween Man. And I'm pretty sure you all are familiar with this infamous purple bottle. It says Halloween Man here around. It's engraved into the bottle. Purple bottle, I should say. Let me go ahead and get this out of the way. So it does have a top. It semi-snaps into place if you listen to it, but it's not safe to hold it by the top because it will pop off. Atomizer is not bad, if you can see that. Nothing really to say about it. Batch code and all that other information on the bottom, and that's pretty much it on the bottle. It's considered to be a fresh, spicy, citrus, cinnamon, vanilla, warm, spicy, and leather fragrance. Released in 2010, it's also considered to be a fresh oriental with woody accents. Top notes: you get apple martini, violet leaf, green basil, and mandarin. Mid notes, you get an aphrodisiac notes of ginger, cinnamon, lavender, and Tunisian orange blossom. Base notes: leather, musk, gray amber, and vanilla. It's not a bad fragrance. It's definitely not one that should be worn to a job like I do in the daytime. I do get really sweaty. I get hot. I wore it today because it was raining off and on all day. It was cloudy. It was cool out, which was perfect until I started doing what I was doing, and I started working up a sweat. And after that, maybe a couple hours in, I couldn't even hardly smell it anymore. So not a bad fragrance. I have worn this one before, and last time I wore this, I got about 5 to 5.5 hours of longevity. Projection on this was about an hour to an hour and a half off of my skin. I can't speak for everybody because most people will probably get a little bit more than I got from it, but that's just my personal opinion and off of this dry skin. I like the fragrance, but not as much as I like Halloween Man Shot. Halloween Man Shot is a more well-rounded, mature type fragrance. Y'all know me, I love sweet fragrances, and this is right up my alley with that, especially with some of the notes. But I don't know, it's just not a wow type fragrance when I smell it. Others may say different, but I say if you smell one fragrance, you've almost smelled them all. These days, a lot of fragrances are almost carbon copies of the older fragrances, and this was released in 2012, and I could probably go through my collection and pick out about 5 or 6 other fragrances that are similar to this one. They don't smell exactly like it, but the sweetness, DNA that's in it is probably in majority of the fragrances that are out nowadays. I like the fragrance. It's just really not meant for hot weather or extreme heat, like you're sweating and, you know, it's not meant for that. Maybe a little bit cooler temperature would be perfect for this. If you can find this for a decent price, I think it's worth the purchase. Not if you're somebody who has an established collection and you're into more indie niche stuff like that. This probably wouldn't be for you. This will probably be in that lower tier of fragrance range. Fragrance X had I think it was 4.7 ounce bottle of this for like $26. I think you can find this a little bit cheaper than that for a smaller bottle. I don't think a lot of people would need a big bottle, but if you can get it for somewhere around that 20 to 20 some odd dollar mark, perfect. I like it. It's just personally not for me. Like I said, Halloween Man Shot, and I think it's called Halloween X. If I'm not mistaken. I like those two a lot. I like Halloween Man Shot much better. X would be behind that one, and this would probably be dead last. Now I think, if I'm not mistaken, they have more fragrances from this particular line. I haven't been able to get my hands on any of them except for X, in which I said a subscriber did send me a decant of some of that. I like it. And then this one came to me. I just have to find Halloween Man Shot again and get that back in the collection. That's pretty much all I have to say about this particular fragrance. It should be about time for me to get out of here. Hope you enjoyed the content. Stay tuned. I have more videos coming up. I haven't left you guys out in the cold. I'm still around. I'm just working. That's a little bit more important to me, and getting back on my feet, getting back on track versus fragrance reviews. I don't make money besides what I get from monetization, and as you all know, $100 doesn't stretch a long way these days. So just bear with me, y'all, until I get back on track. I'll figure it out. Stay being supportive. Stay being positive. Here is to smelling great. Peace.